Okay, this is my machine of the day. And it's my absolute favorite. Why, you might ask? Well, I'm going to tell you anyway. Okay, because of this case. Look at how cute this case is. First of all, it's literally in perfect condition. Okay? It's not latched because it's actually plugged in, and I don't want to have to jump over this whole thing to plug it back in. Okay, so look at this. Isn't that cool? I love this case so much. Okay, so this pops off. And then inside here, you got your cams. I love this thing so much. It's lit. That's why it's glowing. Okay, here's your little box of accessories. The box doesn't close. I guess it got warped with age. But it's still there. Okay, so you have, what do you have here? You have extra bobbins. You got extra feet. Ooh, you got a plastic foot. That's good for sliding along things that are sticky. What you guys, zipper foot. Okay, you have a guide. Those are very useful if you're sewing the same thing over and over again. I have no idea what this is. If you know what this is, please educate me. Okay, very cool. All right, so you have your box of trinkets. All right, and then it comes off, and it does attach directly to the machine. So it just lifts off. Ta-da, it's like a cake. And the machine itself is super duper cute. Okay, so it's got this little table that folds down. And it's got this little gem right here. It's just so cute. I'm sorry. I love this machine. I wasn't going to give it away. I mean, sell it because I love it. But after having 40 machines, I feel like it's time. Okay, so anyway, this is again an all metal machine. There is no plastic inside. I've checked the whole thing very thoroughly. It is a very cool Japanese machine. Actually the brand, and I do have the original manual, which is also very cool. Let's see if this, I believe this is a Japanese machine. This might not be. Well, let me see. 21 cams. It's called the Model 6100 Super Automatic Zigzag Household Sewing Machine. It doesn't even have like a brand name except just Deluxe. But I guess there's a lot of them that were Deluxe. Yeah, but this is a Japanese machine. Even the manual is printed in Japan, which is kind of cool. Okay, so yeah, I have that. It's original. So this machine runs on cams. So it has to have a cam in it at all times to operate. So remember that. So if you pop the cam out, you're going to throw off the needle position. So just make sure you pop another cam in, okay? So the way you get your cams in, you actually lift this up, and if you push it up all the way, it releases a little arm that holds your cams. Once you push it back down, it activates the cam. So I've got a cam in there. I've got my basic zigzag, which is what you always keep in there if you, what's it called? If you want to do just, you know, the basic stitching. And then, oops, sorry, all the way in. You have to kind of wiggle it until you find the spot, because there is a little, let's see, you just have to find a little hole. The hole's right there, and the little hole is right here. So you have to match it up, and then there, kind of wiggle it into place. So it's got to go all the way in. Then pop this back down, and that's going to activate the cam. If you keep this open, it will not run because the arm is deactivated, okay? This is your stitch length. So you kind of push this together. Sorry, there you go. And this is your lock right here. So from 0 to 5, it does have a buttonholer, and it has a needle positioner. So I'm going to put our needle positioner to, we're right now on the right, so we're just going to go to the middle. And that's what I usually run on, but there's, you know, different reasons to use different positions, like if you're doing a zipper, depending on what side you're doing. And then if you're running a buttonhole, you're going to want to go to one side, then the other side of the buttonhole, and then back to lock it up. Okay, so we're just going to go to the middle, and we're going to run it on, let's say, stitch number 3. Okay, good plan. And then this is our stitch, this is our width, I'm sorry, and this is our stitch length. So 0, and then your buttonholes have to be between 0 and 1, otherwise it's not going to really be a buttonhole. Okay, and all the way up to 4. So we'll just start with that, and we'll start at 0 because we're running a straight stitch. All right, where's my sample fabrics? Here's my samples. Okay. Let's get our need our foot back down there. Okay, so when you do put the machine up, this is going to be over here. You have to pop this out. You don't have to, but in order for it to reach the floor, you do need to pop it out. It does have a pretty long cable that goes to the power supply, which is really nice. Okay, so here we go. My tension's set at 4. Oh, and this threading is standard. It's like any other machine. The little bobbin holders are back here, spool holders, sorry. This is for your bobbin winder, which is over here and activates with just a push. The tire's been replaced and all that stuff. So just gonna go down, up and over till we activate the spring, back up to our take-up arm, back down, and into the little arm here and into the needle, okay? And then of course our up and down position is right there. God, I love this machine. How cute is it? So cute. I love those kind of cases. You never find them. All right. So here we go. There it is. And this is at a very small stitch. It is spewing a little bit of oil because it was just serviced, so you'll have to bear with me. I'll try it in a second. It is a very nice, attractive, very tight stitch. Very even on the other side. Okay, so now we're gonna go all the way up to number 4 so you can see just how big and fast this is. Ready? There we go. Okay, so that's pretty wide. I'm gonna release my tension a bit because as you see, I'm puckering it. And that's kind of how you want to play with it. The bottom looks good, but my top is a little puckered. There we go. You want your stitches to be nice and straight. Okay. All right, so now we're just going to go ahead and activate our zigzag. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Okay. Okay. That is our zigzag stitch. I'm going to release the tension just a bit more, and I'm going to go to 5. Nice and wide. Okay, there you go. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and go back down to 0. Okay, and we're going to open her up and we're going to put in a decorative stitch, okay, just for fun. All right. Oh, and this is your teeth control. So you've got embroidery, nylon silk, and normal. Obviously, I operate normally on normal. Embroidery is going to drop your teeth all the way if you want to hand embroider. And nylon silk is if you have very delicate items and you want to use a very small needle if you're doing that. All right, so this is our options. We've got a lot of beautiful options. What are we going to go with? Let's see, do we have a 3-step zigzag? We do. This is such an important thing if you're doing, what's it called, lingerie. It's very important. Oh, look at this one. I like that. All right, sorry, I can't decide. I just think they're so cute. I wonder if this one's gonna work. I've never tried this one. Okay. Let's put, this one you keep out, so you don't need to put that in there. Let's try it. Okay, so they're kind of self-explanatory. So this one's red. So first of all, we need to find our little button right there. So we line it up and push it in to get it. There you go. Okay, so down to activate it. So it shows you where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be in the red, okay? And then same thing on this one, you see? That's your red zone. So we can't have like huge stitches. So in order to have an attractive bunny, I guess we need to be in that position. So let's try. I'm gonna move this over into a blank spot and let's see what this is going to look like. I have a bobbin, okay. Oh, hold on. My thread slipped out. There, okay. We're good. caught and I don't like it, but there's nothing I can do. Okay. I have very small spools. Okay. I don't know, did it? Doesn't really look like a bunny to me. Does not look like a bunny at all. Let me release the tension a bit and try this again. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure if it's even supposed to be a bunny. What is that thing? Maybe a goat, something. Something of that nature. Goat-ish, bunny-ish. Okay, activate that. All right, let's see. Okay. It looks more like little houses. Maybe I'm making it too wide. Let's try on 4 to get it right. And then let's try it even smaller. Maybe it's just too wide. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay. Hilarious. I guess they're just little itty bitty kind of bunny shapes. That's funny. Okay, let's try one more cam. One that's actually useful. Okay, let's try. Let's try this one. This looks attractive. Look, 13 and 14 are very similar. Okay, let's try that one. Okay. And it's the same on this one. If you go too wide, like to the 4, I remember that the flower is going to be, you know, a little too spaced out to be recognizable. But if you do it nice and tight, it should work out pretty well. Yeah, I think I'm going too wide, but it's still a very attractive little flower look. Hold on. There you go. That's a very beautiful stitch. That would be very attractive for like quilting or something like that. That's pretty. I like that a lot. Actually, I have to tighten it up a bit. There you go. Okay, so what else? Thickness of fabric. That's another thing. So because we do have, let me first switch back to my standard cam. Make sure that you put that cam back and do not lose your cams like everybody else in this world has. Okay, so since we're going to go to our standard stitch, I'm going to put this on. Oh, I'm going to go back to 0. Okay, and we're just going to come off of it. Just create a little chain. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show a thicker fabric, how that's going to work with this machine. And we're just going to fold that fabric a couple times to get a feel for how this machine operates. All right, so I've got a nice thick cotton over here. I'm going to do 4 layers. So, you know, if you're going to do quilting or anything like that, you need to know what you can sew, right? Okay, so we're going to go to a, let's say, stitch 3.5. Easy. Okay. All right, so now we're going to just fold that over so that you can see how easily it does go through thick fabrics. This is not some plastic machine that's going to be going, you know. No problems. Oh, except for when you get your foot stuck. Oh, oops, sorry. You know, phone, I have to hold it on one side. Okay. Anyway. Also, I believe I'm out of thread. Am I out of thread? I bet I'm out of thread. It would be just my luck. I am out of the first spool. Whoever wound these, which was not me, wound 2 colors on top of each other. I'm not judging, but it kind of defeats the purpose when you're trying to get to the second color. So I would just keep a lot more bobbins instead of doing that. So I do include like 6 bobbins that I just bought with my machines. Oh, come back. I'm trying to do this with my okay, with one hand. With one hand, my bobbin has run away. Okay, so here we go. So this is a good lesson of how to thread a bobbin in case you didn't know. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to make sure the bobbin is unraveling away from you. You also want to make sure the bobbin is in good shape. And then your hook is going to be facing away from you. See that little hook? All right, so what we're going to do is, I'm trying to figure out how to do this with one hand, which I don't think is possible. So I'm going to put this phone down. Ta-da! Oh, hey, I can use this. There. I think I got it. Okay. All right. So you're, oh my God. Why is everything so difficult? Okay. So your hook is facing that way, and your thread is unraveling away from you. I'm going to unravel a little bit because you see there's a mess here. Okay. So hook is facing away. In that case, your thread has to be unraveling the opposite way. So basically what you want is wherever your hook is facing, you want your thread to counter that and catch onto it. See, like that. So that way it pops right in. So the opposite direction of where the hook is going. And then just slide it till it clicks. See how it's in there? You want it to go all the way in, right there. Okay, that's your position. To tighten your bobbin, you have a little screw right there. So if you are having a little problem with the bottom tension, like it's pulling top tension too much, you would want to loosen that or tighten it depending on what's happening. So right now I set it to where, you know, it's stitching evenly, but it depends really on what fabric you're using. Okay, and then you're just going to pop that right in. So that's what we're going to do. So we can continue our little demo. Okay, in and get there, in, right, up like that. All right, back to this, and off we go. A lot of people think that, all right, okay, so you can see this machine has no problem taking all these layers. There we go. A lot of people think that to start up a machine, you have to put your needle down and catch the bottom thread. You actually don't have to do that. On the plastic machines, the new ones, the throwaway machines, I do recommend doing that because for some strange reason, I guess because they're plastic, they have so much more give. They get tangled easier. These machines, I never do that. I just go, and I've never ever had a problem. I also, when I come off of it, I also can create a chain and just go. So that might be helpful to some people. Okay, so that's basically my demo. If you have any questions, as always, reach out to me. It comes with everything you saw today. It comes with needles, bobbins. Obviously, it's a beautiful case. All of the cams are included and complete, which, you know, is a good find. That's about it. So, yeah, reach out to me if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching.